And welcome back. Our last guest is a marriage communication coach and the founder of TLC Coaching. She joins us to share some important tips that can help strengthen and sustain marriages in 2025. Please welcome to the show, Trinette L. Collier. Welcome.
Hi, how are you?
Trinette, let me call you. How are you?
I'm awesome. Happy New Year.
Good.
How are you?
I heard you're in here from all the way from Atlanta, Georgia.
Yes, yes.
How's the weather out there?
It's cold today. We're supposed to get some snow, but this is Atlanta, so we never know.
Snow in Atlanta. All right. All
Yeah.
right. Listen, tell us about some of the things that you're working on. And thank you, first of all, for joining us. Tell us a little bit about yourself and how you started with your marriage coaching business.
Well, I'm a former educator of 20 plus years, and I took an early leave to pursue coaching. I've always coached
Uh-huh.
along with teaching, but I wanted to pursue it full time. And so I started off as a relationship coach. I am a relationship certified relationship coach.
Uh-huh.
And of course, it was my passion, but God just continued to pull me towards marriages. I love relationships. I love marriage, and I saw there was a great need in the communication in our relationships and so forth. And so I was just led to continue coaching marriages that people who are married 7 years plus. Not necessarily newlyweds, but people who've been married. And sometimes you hit that little communication challenge and people feel like your marriage is over, and it's like, no, it just we just need some strategies and tips and so forth. So that's how
Yeah.
it happened for me.
Yeah, but how did you find out that you needed to do this in the marriage area?
That's a great question. People will come to me when I was doing relationship coaching. I was coaching a lot of women, and I was coaching married women, and didn't really know that. And so a lot of people would come to me and ask me questions, and because of my attitude, I'm very positive and uplifting, and I would just encourage people just to try, just to do
Hmm.
new things and try new strategies and just give them all kinds of tips. But again, I didn't know I was coaching at that time. And so I just found that passion, that love. And I'm just like, you know what? This is I love doing this because again, I love for people to thrive, and I
Uh,
love people, I don't like to see people give up. And and in the
uh,
world that we're living in, social media, people want to give up so quickly on marriage.
yeah. Is there something in common with a lot of the people that come to you? Is that they have that same thing, or a lot of what that they want to know about when you're coaching them?
They want to know how to communicate with their spouse. They want to know how to talk. And so, we're quick to say, oh, communication is essential.
Yeah.
That is true. However, comprehension goes along with that. We can communicate all day, we could talk back and forth, but are we really understanding? Are we really comprehending what our spouse is asking or telling us?
Or is
And
someone listening?
yeah, listening. And basically it's
Yeah, that's
active
important.
listening. We have lost the art of listening to each other.
Yeah.
And so the foundation of my coaching is the love is. Love is patient. The blueprint
Yeah.
for it is First Corinthians 13, 4 through 7. And so when you go back to that
Uh-huh.
foundational piece, it's the we don't have patience with each other.
Yeah.
We're so ready with our responses. We don't take time to actually sit and listen to our spouse because we're ready for that. We have our reaction already. And
Yeah.
so I found that to be the common denominator amongst marriages.
And then, you want to be on defense. Wait a minute.
Yeah, exactly. Without even thinking and just really just listen and say, hey, you know what? My spouse has a valid point,
Yeah.
or we take offense to everything. And we're living in that day and time where everything offends us, even in our relationships.
Talk about the dream board experience.
Yeah, so I am that person that believes in vision.
Uh-huh.
before it became popular back in the day with the Honorable Miss Oprah Winfrey. Vision is there. And we're quick to have vision board parties with our friends and family members or whatnot. But I also believe that a marriage should have a vision,
Yeah.
and so the Dream TLC Dream Board experience is an ongoing activity that's available for couples to create a vision, a realistic and relatable vision, for your marriage
Yeah.
moving forward. We get married, we have all these expectations, we want to get a house and cars and travel the world, but we don't factor in life. And so life happens and it deters our dreams. So we give up on it, right? So TLC Dream Board is that activity that is like, hey, come on, you're never too late. Let's revisit the goals and dreams you once had as a couple. And now let's merge them as a couple and let's put them to life. Let's bring them to life.
What's that's in that song? It's never too
It's never
late
too
to stop, look,
late.
listen
Yes.
to your heart, hear what it's saying.
Yeah.
Better take a
Yes.
look.
Most definitely.
Yeah. What advice would you share with a couple that's been married for like a short period of time? They're not really involved in nothing really marinated, unless they've been living together for a long time and they just said, "All right, let's
Yeah.
do this now. We've been doing it anyway, so let's make it
Yeah.
official."
My advice would be to stay off of social media, first of all, find that balance,
Uh huh.
and you create your own life and you're
Uh,
in your space, have grace and patience with each other and factor in life, because that's what happens. We don't factor in life. And sometimes that goes over our heads because we're just, we have this fantasy of living happily ever after, which we can. However, we don't factor in things like the worldwide pandemic. We don't factor in job losses. We don't factor in, all of these things that we just like, oh, that's not going to affect us, but it does affect you. And that's what happens. We lose when those things happen. And then that's when it's like, oh, okay, I have this person now. What am I supposed to do? Wait a minute, this wasn't in the plan.
mm,
So, I would just tell new couples or whatnot, just to have patience with each other and literally stay focused on you and your spouse.
right, right. Do you have anything coming up? Any workshops? Anything that married couples can participate in?
Yes, I do. And the TLC Dream Board experience, which is ongoing, I have virtual and in-person options, and I have the fireside chat, which is a online community. It's private and a safe space, a Zoom. It's free, and that will be coming up on January 18th. That's Saturday from 5 to 7 p.m. And the kickoff that Saturday for that event will be we're going to discuss the upcoming AI in relationships and marriage. So it is a private online community for just 7 couples because I like intimacy
Uh
and I
huh.
wanted to build that community of couples. And so it's every month, and the first one will be January the 18th, and people can go online to register. It is first come first serve, so get your seat ASAP.
Yeah. And they can go to your website to find out more.
Yes, I am TrinetteLCollier.com.
Trinette, thank you so much. Thank you for sharing in this space and time. Thank you. Thank you for
Thank
coming on,
you.
and Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year to you, and thank you so much for having me.
You got it. And we'll do it again, okay?
Yes.
And when we come out to Atlanta, we'll come and, hey, we're in town. How you doing?
Right. I
All
can
right.
take you to chicken waffle place.
There you go. God bless you.
Thank you.
All
Same
right.
to you.